Hey, what's up everybody? This is D with a Sunday swim. Just a little update, still pondering all the possibilities and the setup for the 50-gallon cube system. I'm here working on the Pro Clear sump, and I'm planning out in my head some changes how I'm going to set it up, because I have to incorporate the breed out tank for the molly. So what I'm going to probably do is, well, let me show you.
From this moment on, you will now be known as Sharkbait.
Sharkbait! Ooh-ha-ha!
Welcome, brother Sharkbait.
Sharkbait! Ooh-ha-ha!
Enough with the Sharkbait.
Sharkbait! Ooh, bop.
So as you see here, I have the Pro Clear aquatic sump ready to go, and what I was planning on doing is having the 50 cube overflow into the sump, where I would have the mollies in here some kind of way, which I'm still playing with. The only thing is I'd have to keep them from going into the return area. Maybe I can screen this off, or have this tank actually have the 5.5 on top of this, and have that drain into this, and then that go into this filtration where I'd have my skimmer in this area, and then have it return to the main tank. It's a lot of overkill for a tank this size, and I've done a hell of a lot more with less filtration. But I'm putting this out there, and I'm adding that in there for you know, just some details on what my ideas are, and add that for consideration for daily reefing's 200 subscriber contest, that I would really like to get that Apex Junior to set up on this tank, because I only need to automate the pH, which I'm currently not doing with the current controller. Temperature and everything is fine, but I want to automate the pH monitoring. I have a breakout box I could add, and I may even want to put a really small calcium reactor on this tank. I'm really considering it, because it's just something that I've never done, and I want to see where it leads. I like to test things on the smaller tanks before I put them on the big tanks, which I recommend to everybody. Don't just go throwing stuff into your main tank. It always ends in disaster. And other than that, I'm going to clean up this baby, because it's been sitting outside for quite a while, as you can see. But that's easy. Nothing some vinegar and junk won't take care of. I have my filter socks already, but I may just plumb this in here and use my filter floss, as you guys know I'm really good for. I have a bunch of baffles that I built in the past that I was going to add to some other tanks that just ended up sitting out here. And of course, none of them are tall enough. Oh, if you're wondering what that noise is, it's my Chime. I have a squirrel that eats my tomatoes, so I put the Chime over there to kind of spook him, which hasn't worked because he's eating my damn tomatoes anyway. But anyway, back to this. That was too short, so I'm gonna have to either just raise it off the floor a little bit, which I may just do, because it's not a big deal having it go all the way down. I could just cap the bottom, raise it up, put my bio block under it, or whatever the case is, and be off to the races and drill it back. So it's gonna be a really interesting project. You guys should keep a lookout for some future updates. Not sure where I'm gonna go with this, but I'm definitely gonna pick up the pace, because the 20 frag tank is pretty much hitting the wall. It's been maxed out. I've experimented with it. Some things went good, some things went bad, and I've gone as far as I can go with that tank. And I'm really interested in keeping more fish than coral. I'm gonna get back to the fish thing and keep the coral in the main tank. If anything, this was only supposed to be a frag system, you know, and it became a whole nother freaking coral tank. So that's about it. Once again, if you guys are not familiar with Daily Reefing's channel, check him out. I love watching his builds. They're really intricate, and some good tips are on there as far as the water mixing and everything. He's got a really big system coming. If you're watching, thank you for watching. Click subscribe. This is D signing out. I'm out here in the backyard. Mosquitoes are flying all over the place. It's one of those crazy summers in Brooklyn. And I'm sure my wife would love me to clean up this mess in the backyard, because I got about a zillion projects. I got greenhouse stuff, tank stuff, I was supposed to be building something with the pallets. That started and never took off. I got just, you know how we are. We got 100 projects. I got rocks for aquascape. I got all kinds of stuff there. My table's a mess. But this is D signing out. Keeping my sanity by keeping my tanks. Look both ways crossing the street, everybody. I'm out. See ya.